Hey, what's up guys? It's a Sports Blitz here, back with my NFL Week 4 predictions. The first 3 weeks are in the books, and there's some surprising records out there. The Chiefs have a losing record, 1-2, for the first time since, I believe, 2016. So that's real surprising. The Steelers are also 1-2. The Rams are undefeated. The Panthers are undefeated. Same with the Cardinals, Raiders, and Broncos. So there's been a lot of surprises so far. Really interested to see what Week 4 brings us. So let's go ahead and get into our picks. But before I do that, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. And let's get into it. We're kicking off Week 1 with the Jaguars at Bengals, and that's actually the Thursday night game. I'm going to go ahead and go Bengals here. I will say the Jaguars played pretty solid on Sunday. The first half, they played really well against the Cardinals, but then just kind of lost it in the second half. I will say I'm still not real confident in Urban Meyer. I still really don't think he's going to put it together. I don't think he has the patience to put it together. So yeah, We'll definitely have to see where that goes, but I'm going to go Bengals here. I'm going to have them win. I'm going to have them 31-17. Then we have the Texans at Bills. I'm going to definitely go Bills here. Josh Allen looked like the Josh Allen from last year. He looked really, really good. So yeah, I don't think the Bills are going to really miss much of a beat. I think Stephon Diggs is going to start heating up quite a bit too. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bills. I'm going to say 37. Since Davis Mills is still playing, I'm going to say 37-14. If it was Tyrod, I'd probably give them another 7 or 8 points. But with Davis Mills, I'm going to say 37-14. Then we're going Colts at Dolphins. I believe Tua Tagovailoa is still out. If I'm not mistaken, I think they actually put him on IR, so he will be out for at least 3 weeks. I think this is the Colts' prime opportunity to get a win. They are currently 0-3, but they've played some tough opponents. This should be noticeably easier than their last few games. I will say Carson Wentz hasn't looked very good, and I expected that. But, I mean, Jonathan Taylor should be the main back now because they are trying to trade Marlon Mack, so I wouldn't expect them to really use Marlon Mack too much this week. So I'm going to go ahead and go Colts here. I'm going to take them with a 21-14 win. I think it'll be pretty low scoring. Then we have the Titans at the Jets. I don't know how much longer I can defend the Jets. I mean, I coming into the season was a big fan of Robert Saleh and Zach Wilson, actually. I thought their offensive line would be a lot better. I thought they'd have a lot better weapons. I thought their defense would be good. And they're not clicking at all. They got absolutely annihilated by the Broncos, 26-0. I don't know how much longer I can defend them. I'm definitely taking the Titans here. And unless the Jets put something together, I'm going to go ahead and have the Titans. A.J. Brown is most likely going to be out. I'm hearing Julio Jones may be out as well. But Derrick Henry's still going to be there. So I'm going to take the Titans here 33-10. Then we have the Ravens at the Broncos. Now I will say the Broncos have looked pretty solid. I did have a pretty in-depth conversation with a Broncos fan yesterday, and I will say their defense looks good. They still have a solid O-line. Teddy is playing alright. My thing is, I don't think Teddy's really going to sustain that throughout the season. He always gets off to kind of a hot start and then kind of just slows down as the season, gets going more. So I'm just not sure how it's going to be. Plus, both Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler are on season-ending IR. I just don't think this is really in the Broncos' favor. If they can pull it off, that's awesome. They're going to shoot up my power rankings. I'm gonna take the Ravens here. I think it'll be a closer game. I'm not super impressed with the Ravens quite yet, except for the win against Kansas City. But I haven't been super impressed with the Ravens, specifically their defense. I'm gonna go ahead and take them in a defensive battle, 20 to 14. 20 to 14. Then we have the Raiders at the Chargers. This is going to be one of the games of the week. This is the Monday night game. Ooh, this is tough. Man, the Raiders looked incredible these first 3 weeks. It's hard to rule them out of any game. But the Chargers have also been playing exactly how I predicted. And beating the Chiefs in Arrowhead, they also look like an incredible team. I'm actually very excited for this game. Man, I don't know where to go here. I don't think either one of these teams will be able to sweep the other. I think they're both very, very good teams. You know, I'm going to go ahead and take the Chargers because they're at home. This is probably the game I'd feel least confident about. But yeah, I'm going to take the Chargers here at home, and I'm going to take them with a 27 to 26 win. I think it'll be that close. I'm excited for this game. This isn't a loss that the Raiders should be disappointed about either. Like, I feel like they're going to come out and play tough, and I don't think it's going to impact their season that much. I think they'll still very, very, very much be in the running for that division. Let's see if they can keep it up. I've been very impressed with them so far. Then we have the Chiefs at the Eagles. I'm going to go ahead and go Chiefs here. I'm not ready to write them off. Yeah, they're technically 1-2, but I'm not ready to write them off as a bad team. I think they're still one of the best teams in the NFL, and I think they're gonna have another. I think they're gonna have a bounce back game against the Eagles, and I'm gonna have them winning 34 to 20. Then we have the Browns at the Vikings. Vikings are also another team that really surprised me this last week. They had a great performance against the Seahawks. Their defense showed me exactly what I needed them to. They slowed down a high-powered offense. And yeah, they looked good. They looked really good. Now the Browns are a different type of high-powered offense. They're the type that'll completely kill you on the ground and, rush for 200 yards against you. They're not really the type that, is going to fire 50-yard bombs down the field, once every drive like the Seahawks. So I am going to go ahead and go Browns here. I think they have a really good team. They also have a much better offensive line than the Seahawks. So I'm going to take the Browns here. I think it'll be close. I think the Vikings will stay competitive, but I'm going to take them with a 31 to 27 win. Then we have the Steelers at Packers. I'm taking the Packers here. Aaron Rodgers looks like he's back in prime form. The Steelers kind of look like they're flopping. I think Ben Roethlisberger's done. I think this has to be his last year. They looked like they just kind of gave up at the end of that Bengals game. They looked like they had no confidence in Ben Roethlisberger. Their defense has some injuries. I hate to say it, but the Steelers may be done. At least, for this year. Going into the next game, we have the Bucs at Patriots, the Tom Brady revenge game. And yeah, I'm going to have Tom Brady get revenge. I don't see a rookie Mac Jones and Bill Belichick being able to beat, the high-powered offense of the Tampa Bay Bucs. And they've still got a solid defense. They've allowed a lot of points this season, but they've also played some high-powered offenses. I mean, Dallas and the Rams. And really, I feel like the Falcons still have a potentially good offense. So, you can definitely consider that. But going into the NFC games, this is going to surprise a lot of people. I have the Lions winning. I've been saying for a while I love Dan Campbell. I think he is a great coach. I think they finally have the right guy for the job. He has those guys playing tough. Honestly, the Bears are kind of a shit show right now, if I'm being honest. They're not looking good. Their offensive line is abysmal. I think Matt Nagy should be fired. I'm taking the Lions here. I'm going to have them winning 17-10. I think it'll be that low scoring. Then we have the Panthers at Cowboys. Another extremely exciting game for the week. Panthers are 3-0. Cowboys are 2-1. Both have made it extreme improvements this year, specifically defensively. Panthers will be without Christian McCaffrey and J.C. Horn. They do, however, have Chuba Hubbard, and they did trade for C.J. Henderson, so we'll see how big of a difference that is. I'm going to go Cowboys here. I'm going to give the Panthers their first loss of the season. I think it'll be close. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. And contrary to what a lot of people believe, I don't think this is going to be a high-scoring shootout. I think it'll be relatively low-scoring. I'm going to have the Cowboys 25-21. I think the Panthers' defense is a lot better than even still a lot of people give them credit for. If there's a defense right now that can contain the Cowboys, I think it might be the Panthers. Like I said, Cowboys still win, but, it's not going to be a dominant win. Then we have the football team at the Falcons. I will say that the football team has been very disappointing. I was really high on them coming into the season. I thought their defense was going to be top 5 or even top 3. They've been nowhere close to that. Falcons are also, the Falcons. I'm not real high on them. I think since they are in Atlanta, and they do have a veteran quarterback in Matt Ryan, I think they'll be able to pull off the win. I think they'll be able to contain Taylor Heineke and that offense pretty well. I'm going to have the Falcons winning 20-17. Then we have the Giants at Saints. Not even going to hesitate. I'm having the Saints win. Giants have looked terrible. They're my 32nd ranked team so far. They don't look very good right now at all, offensively or defensively. I'm gonna have the Saints winning 31-10. I think this is probably this might be my lock of the week. I think the Saints are gonna dominate. Then we have the Seahawks at 49ers. I'm going to go 49ers. I know it's odd that the Seahawks would go 1-3, but the 49ers have a really good defense in my opinion. Jimmy Garoppolo really isn't looking that bad either. I don't quite understand all of the shit talk on him so far. I feel like he's played really well. Trey Lance isn't quite ready, but when he is ready, I think he'll be an excellent player. But Jimmy Garoppolo is playing well right now. I don't see any reason to change that. So I have the 49ers here winning at home with a 30-27 win. Then we have the Cardinals at the Rams. I've said before, so far, Matt Stafford is the MVP through 3 weeks. I think he's been playing insanely well. I mean, he dominated the Bucs, threw 4 touchdowns against them. The Cardinals also look really good, so I will give them credit where credit is due. But I'm gonna have the Rams win. I think they're gonna get I'm gonna say 31-26 win. I think Kyler Murray will bring up some type of magic to, keep them in this game. But I think the Rams' offense is just too high-powered, and they've got a really good defense too. I'm just gonna take the Rams all the way here. So those are my Week 4 predictions. Let me know what you agreed with, what you didn't agree with. Again, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Later.